Okay, I just made a video on column chromatography and separating these. I want to go over something real quick. So normally in column chromatography, what we do is we tune a solvent that separates these. Usually we mix a bit of nonpolar, we mix a lot of nonpolar solvent with some polar solvent. So we'll mix like a little bit of ethyl acetate with hexanes. Okay, like a common one you might see 10% ethyl acetate and 90% hexanes, etc. And again, you tune this to get the separation that you want for the columns that you have, because the longer your column, the better separation you get. This whole thing about like theoretical plates, and that's something I'm not going to get into. But there is another thing you can do, and I've run them. This was known as a plug column. At least that's what I was always told to call them. So we have these two things here. Remember, we said we're going to tune the polarity of the solvent so these both move, but we get a good separation. Because if we ran this in just hexanes, this probably wouldn't move. So what if that's what we want to do? So instead of running and collecting all these fractions, what if we just TLC this our reaction mixture in hexanes? And we see our acid just right there on the baseline still. And we see, well, our ester still ran. What you can do is you put this in here and you just flush it with hexanes. And you can, what's called TLC it. And what you should see on your TLC is you should see your ester, and then eventually it's going to fade and it's going to disappear because you just pulled it all out. Then what you do is you switch solvents. And now, because you know your ester's not in there, you can flush this out with straight ethyl acetate. So now your acid's coming out here faster because you're using a much stronger solvent. Now again, you're probably going to use a lot of solvent because you're just pushing it out and you want to make sure you get all of it. Then you don't have to worry about combining fractions because you can just capture this in like a round bottom flask like that, throw it on your rotovap, and vap it down.